The Truancy program, I think, is perhaps one of the most important programs that we have, if not the most important program, in addressing the issues in particular of juvenile crime. When you see young people's lives that are just, they're basically destroyed. They get caught up in crime and they end up in juvenile hall or the state prison basically for kids, and they move on. Those are young lives that are being lost, and one of the common factors going through all of those juveniles as an indicator of their future problems with the law is truancy. So if we could intervene, if we could do something, we could change the course of these lives.
Over 80% of prison inmates' initial referral with the justice system was for truancy. And we also know that over 80% are high school dropouts. So that'd be a pretty good indication that intervening early with truancy would be a good way to reduce those individuals that go on to more serious crime and offenses within our community. So that early intervention makes a lot of sense.
We work with schools throughout the county of Monterey. It's open to every single school in the whole county, and that would be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 125 schools.
What we found was that by working with these young children, and if we kept them in school, we were giving them a better chance to succeed. And there was a very practical approach too, and that is that there is a financial incentive to have those children in school, and we call that ADA, the average daily attendance, and this is reimbursement to the various school districts for the attendance of these children in schools.
During the last few years, I've had the great pleasure of working with the District Attorney's Office on their Truancy Mediation Program. The Truancy Mediation Program was designed to deal with the 4,000 truant students in Monterey County. This program has been a tremendous success. It's been one of my great joys over the last few years to see students who have been chronically truant return to school and succeed at school.
The Truancy Abatement Program has several important components that allow us to reach out, gather the information, contact families. One of our first important contacts we can have with families is through big meetings. And we talk about the importance of attendance and what can happen. Also, if a student is truant, not only from the social aspects and educational aspects, but the legal aspects as well. Our biggest component is the formal program referral, which is done by the schools. There is a series of 3 letters that give parents notice and an opportunity to come in and speak with school officials about their students' attendance and truancy issues.
If the truancy continues, then we have them come individually into the DA's office for a truancy mediation hearing. And at that time, we try to figure out what's happening with this particular student or family so that we can connect them with community services, because we work very closely with the Silver Star Resource Center and the agencies that are part of that program. MCOE has taken on the challenge of trying to reconnect these kids, and it has been an unbelievable success. We have people calling all the time asking, please help us get into Silver Star.
When I had court, I actually requested the program. Yeah, because I was like, I knew that if I just stayed in school, I wasn't going to do any better for me. So I requested it.
I think I would have dropped out or something. Or ended up in juvenile hall or somewhere else. But I don't think I would have been in high school right now. I don't think so. And I mean, I like it. It's helping me a lot. And yeah, it's getting me out of trouble. And yeah, I like it a lot.
I think I would either drop out, or if not, if I was still enrolled in regular high school, I think I would still be cutting class and ditching.
Our final component is court. If all else has failed.
By the time a petition is filed against the child and or a complaint is filed against the parent, the DA's office has already had numerous discussions with them through the school, trying to motivate them to get them back on track, to no longer have too many unexcused absences or tardies. The whole goal of the program is to motivate both the kids and the parents to work together to attend school appropriately. Clearly, what we want, everyone in the county, is for them to graduate and go on to be more as successful as they possibly can, and school obviously is an integral part of that.
As much as they talked with our son, they talked with us, and we came along as well as our son. So it is, and of course, it's a family situation, and that one person acting irregularly, it has this big effect on the entire family, as it did on ours. So I really appreciate everything that they've given to us. There's been this sense that they're trying to help us. It isn't, we need to punish that kid. We need to find a way for help to get to him. So I think that's what we're very grateful for.
So on the more serious cases, it's almost like opening Pandora's box. You get involved with these young people and you find a whole host of problems. One of the real benefits of having the truancy program connected with the Silver Star Gang Prevention Intervention Program is that we have basically a one-stop shop there. So we may have a youngster that needs mental health services or family intervention, substance abuse counseling, or anger management. And when we start working with these individuals and then we start seeing some of the underlying reasons for the truancy and the other at-risk behaviors that they're displaying, we can then start dealing with that right on the spot. And there's been a number of cases where we've had some very successful interventions, with some very serious behaviors.
They help me to understand a lot of things. To come to the school is important.
I committed the resources to it. I have 2 full-time attorneys in our truancy program, and there will be huge offices around the state that have no one committed to it. They don't have a program. We have a probation officer assigned to our unit, 2 full-time deputy district attorneys. We have investigative aides to assist in contacting parents. We have support staff.
So once we take care of business and find out what the problem is, then we come up with solutions. We expect that the solutions will work. We get a commitment from the student and from the parents that the truancy will stop. And then we monitor their attendance to make sure that it has. If it resurfaces or continues, then we do end up taking them to court, and we prosecute both parents and students.
They gave me an appointment to go to the court, and I get scared. I said, I don't want to get in jail. That's why.
And we're here trying to help these children and help these parents understand what their legal obligation is.
Based on the kids and the parents that I've seen here in court, that the intervention by the DA's office and the school has made a large difference in the number of kids that are actually no longer in violation of the truancy laws and that are attending school and hopefully therefore will graduate and have some opportunities that would not otherwise be available to them.
What we do know is in the past 3 or 4 years, we have the DA's office in Monterey County reports that there is less filings on juveniles for delinquency matters. So we have that sort of feedback that tells us, yes, keep these kids in school, you're going to have less problems on the street.
We reach a huge number of students every year, and the turnaround for so many of these kids is just a miracle, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
I just want to tell them, to stay in school, do the work, listen to their parents, because their parents care a lot, and just get help from anyone, that wants to help them to go to school, because I think school is very important.